Ding dong! Hello everyone! Today I'm already drawing the most recognizable place I've ever been since last year, as well as one of my favorite restaurants at the same time of that year. And for some unreasonable backlash, I didn't get the chance to upload this video for last week, and I wanted to apologize for what I already said for that, and my Anime Art Meter page. Nevertheless, this is going to be a two-parter of both this drawing of Ghent and the next one I'm going to be doing. Here, this is where I dream that we are walking together, both me and my friend. It may not actually happen, but it can happen at some point. It can always happen for your imagination to go wild. Even for a make-believe, it's not really that big of a deal. However it is. But yeah, this is me and Taylor Gebel walking around the city. And basically it's one of the most recognizable places I've ever been, since I already mentioned it again. But yeah, it's really the best place. Even if it's small, it has a lot of restaurants and some fashion design. I'm at some activities at the store. It has a lot of stores there, so yeah, it even has a school there. Whenever I think of creating elements of one place to another, like the radar fed and the sunlight, I always think of something that has to be a lot more effective in each place, even though some of them can take too long by recording videos, or it can take too long along with the characters with OCs and the sketching path. I don't know, but whenever I think of video layers by drawing strolling paths of line arts and some places like the hairlines of shadings and highlines, it's basically something that I already noticed that it can take a while to start a lot more of a process before doing a demonstration of some sorts. That's how I have some of the issues going on with that. Either how long it can take by holding your breath and having some water with those. What I also don't know is that whenever I decided to create so much video length like this, I probably would think I would be able to take forever to do so, deciding that I should be able to create a new post or not. I might as well be able to decide that I won't be able to do videos anytime soon because YouTube already showed us that. And if you're lucky, you can just upload the video with music videos instead of speeches. That way you won't have to worry about taking your voice out of your mouth. And it always shows you how much of a demonstration you can get. Such as Heidi Natsu, who is also a massive speed paint. Or you can check out Sensidor's style of Akira Toriyama's style of drawings, as well as Dragon Ball Z's and Supers. I personally like how he and the other artists are inspired by Dragon Ball, even though Dragon Ball is one of my favorite all-time franchises since I was a teenager, and I was the biggest fan of it. I was concerned for some other art styles like Naruto or Bleach, as well as One Piece. I wouldn't see any other inspirations of that by creating the fan art. And of course Konosuba, because I've already posted the May of M earlier, despite noticing how much I can choose. The May of M considers to be a part of the characters that has letter M in the names. So here's the deal about those polls in that post. Whoever poll is the highest has to be first place, and the following polls will be in order. And considering the most people who already picked Megumin from Konosuba, I might as well start ahead of that, and the following polls will be able to be followed in order. Of course, if you're picky, you can easily read the manga and read about the characters with impressions, voice impressions, since it's very familiar to anime voice actors. As I always felt about the line art, these can be really bland or uncorrected, due to the fact it can be a lot more sloppy at times, or it can be a little rushed without sketching past of the rough sketch. If I were to hurry, I would just do line art instead, but if I were on time, I could do a lot of rough sketches of the body structure and body lines, as well as the places of the buildings. Rush time on schedule is usually not a good sign for those artists who want to do something, especially when it comes to animation, it acts just like that. It's fortunately apparent because the TV version of Dragon Ball Super Episode 5, you can barely see how rough that is due to the faces of Goku having so much questionable face, I guess. It's very unlikely that it's so ugly that it couldn't have a better animation like this. That's how rushed it is. But when you buy the Blu-ray version on eBay, you can see how that came a little better for reworked progress. It still needs a meme for a TV version because that has a lot of memes in there. I don't know, but I kind of like the bad animation of episode 5. It makes me oh man, I just like how the bad animation looks ugly that has to be with silly face expressions. But it got reworked, so I really missed them. Artists are so whether you have the greatest experience or not, you can always go for demonstration by learning from someone else. Before you actually doing it, you feel like you could draw for your own creation. Mostly my OCs have a lot of action on them, and even though creating landscapes and OC characters with backgrounds isn't enough, it can feel a little boring at some times. But if you want to create a storyline for a streamline, you can create actions based on the story. You can even make them talk with the old dialogue that can also be based on the storyline. I always thought that the 8-point story arc needs a lot of practice because it has to be a reason why it's reasonably needed for everything else related to movies, as well as the story arcs and cartoons, as well as the manga and the anime. So if I want the feature arcs to make sense in storyline, I had to use an 8-point storyline, which is really hard and long to write. As an example, if I wanted to play video games, write a story of playing video games. If I wanted to cook, then I had to write a story about cooking, which is very simple and hard to do at the same time. Anyhow, I'm done with this drawing. That's the only thing I can think about when it comes to that. See you in Speed Paint video in part 2. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in my artwork, you can check them out on Anime Artimino or some other websites, just like the icons you can see on screen. Don't forget to follow me on Anime Artimino. Until next time, have a good day, happy drawing, and goodbye!